Welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of extreme luxury to uncover why Richard Mille watches often cost more than a Ferrari. From cutting-edge materials to Formula One engineering and ultra-limited editions, these timepieces redefine what it means to wear wealth on your wrist. If you've ever wondered what makes a watch worth millions, you're in the right place. Get ready for a mind-blowing journey, and don't forget to subscribe for more luxury insights. Number 5. Limited production. Richard Mille watches are produced in extremely limited quantities, and this exclusivity plays a major role in their high price tag. Unlike mass-produced luxury brands, Richard Mille focuses on crafting a small number of timepieces each year, often just a few hundred per model. This scarcity instantly boosts the perceived value of each watch, making it a rare collector's item. The brand is highly selective about who even gets access to buy certain models, adding an extra layer of exclusivity. Because of this tight supply, the demand far outweighs the availability, which naturally drives up the price. Limited production also allows Richard Mille to maintain the highest quality control and attention to detail in every piece. Each component is often custom-made for a specific model, and the hand assembly process means no two watches are completely identical. Collectors and luxury buyers are drawn to the idea that they're owning something that only a handful of people in the world can have. This exclusivity, combined with the craftsmanship and innovation, makes these watches even more desirable, pushing their prices into the millions, often surpassing even the cost of high-end supercars like a Ferrari. Number 4. High-tech materials. Richard Mille watches stand out because of the cutting-edge materials used in their construction. Unlike traditional luxury watches that rely on gold or stainless steel, Richard Mille incorporates materials found in aerospace and Formula One racing. These include Grade 5 titanium, carbon TPT, LITAL, and quartz TPT, extremely strong, lightweight substances rarely used in the watch industry. These materials are not only expensive to source, but also incredibly difficult to machine and finish due to their hardness and structure. Richard Mille partners with aerospace and engineering firms to develop and customize these composites specifically for their watches, resulting in a product that offers extreme durability, shock resistance, and a futuristic appearance. These innovations allow the watch to function under intense pressure, including during high-impact sports, while maintaining flawless performance. The use of such high-performance materials adds significant production cost, which is reflected in the final price tag. The brand's dedication to material science pushes boundaries far beyond what most traditional watchmakers attempt, and that alone places Richard Mille in a class of its own, easily explaining why one of their timepieces can cost more than a Ferrari. Number 3. Complex engineering. Richard Mille watches are masterpieces of mechanical complexity. Unlike standard luxury watches, each Richard Mille timepiece contains hundreds of tiny components, some no thicker than a strand of hair. These watches are not mass-produced. Instead, they are carefully assembled by expert watchmakers who spend several months perfecting each piece. The movements inside are skeletonized, meaning every part is visible and intricately arranged. This open design doesn't just look beautiful, it also reveals the advanced engineering behind the watch's performance. Every watch must endure extreme testing, including shock resistance up to 5,000 Gs, which is more than what Formula One drivers experience during a crash. To achieve this, Richard Mille incorporates tourbillon, split-second chronographs, and torque indicators, features usually found in high-level horology, all inside a lightweight case. Even the screws are custom-made and patented. Every tiny detail is calculated with absolute precision, with some components made using 3D CNC machines over a span of 20 to 30 hours. This level of technical refinement explains why these watches often surpass the price of a Ferrari, not just in luxury, but in the sheer labor, research, and innovation that go into creating them. Number 2. Celebrity influence. Richard Mille's partnership with celebrities plays a major role in its sky-high prices. These watches aren't just worn by famous people, they're often custom designed for them. Athletes like Rafael Nadal, who wears his Richard Mille even during matches, show how durable and high performance the watches are. Formula One drivers, sprinters, tennis champions, and A-list actors all wear Richard Mille. not just for sponsorship, but as a lifestyle statement. These partnerships are carefully chosen to reflect the brand's identity: cutting edge, exclusive, and elite. Unlike other luxury brands that rely on general advertising, Richard Mille creates hype by placing its timepieces in the spotlight of global events, sports competitions, and red carpets. This elite exposure drives desire and demand among high-net-worth individuals. Owning a watch seen on the wrist of a world-class icon adds prestige to the piece, turning it into more than just a watch. It becomes a collectible, a symbol of status. The influence of celebrities transforms Richard Mille watches into aspirational items, which boosts their market value far beyond the cost of their materials or production. This celebrity-driven exclusivity is one of the core reasons Richard Mille can confidently price its watches higher than a Ferrari. Number 1. Brand philosophy. Richard Mille's brand philosophy is a major reason why their watches cost more than a Ferrari. The company doesn't just sell timepieces, it sells a concept, a racing machine on the wrist. This philosophy is deeply embedded in every aspect of the brand, from design to performance. Richard Mille watches are not made to blend in. They are meant to represent extreme performance, technical mastery, and futuristic innovation. The brand draws inspiration from Formula One, aerospace engineering, and architecture, creating watches that challenge traditional Swiss watchmaking norms. Every detail, including the open-work dials, skeletonized movements, and shock-resistant tourbillons, is crafted to reflect speed, precision, and uniqueness. Unlike luxury car brands that rely partly on heritage, Richard Mille focuses entirely on pushing boundaries and introducing something new. The brand intentionally limits its audience, targeting ultra-wealthy clients who appreciate engineering artistry and bold design. This exclusivity, paired with the brand's commitment to being more than a watchmaker, makes Richard Mille stand apart. Buyers aren't just paying for materials or mechanics, they're investing in a high-performance concept, wearable technology, and an elite lifestyle. This daring philosophy is what turns Richard Mille watches into status symbols worth millions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed uncovering why Richard Mille watches can outprice a Ferrari, don't forget to hit that like button. These timepieces are more than luxury, they're pure engineering art. Stay tuned for more fascinating breakdowns. And remember to subscribe for more exclusive content every week.